As you can remember from my previous video, what I said was there was a nice rally up in the euro dollar currency pair, and then a nice retracement right up to the 25 period moving average, a nice hammer formation formed there, which always indicates a potential turning point in the market. And as we can see in the next candle, there was a nice rally up, and then the current candle, the current week, is a slightly tighter candle, so we can't really say if the market at this point is going to continue to rally up or to retrace back to the 25% moving average or even lower. So yeah, let's see if we can find a trading plan. And as always, we're going to work through our different time frames. So from here, let's move over to our daily time frame. Daily time frame. Yeah, as we can see over there. Let's see if we can. Yeah, definitely. There's a channel forming there. We can see from that high over there. We can just draw a line right to there, so we can see it's hitting at 1, 2, 3. It's the fourth time it's hitting it. So there is a potential. There is a chance that this might go down from this point. But this is obviously the daily time frame. It's a very long time frame, so we still can't really tell what is most likely to do in the short term. So let's move from there down to the 1 hour time frame. Well, yeah, you can see price are consolidating just below that line I drew, but still no direct indication or no trading setup or pattern indicating that the market might turn down. So let's just move from there down to the 30-minute time frame. Yeah, yeah, well, it's trading at the moment just below those moving averages. That 50 period moving average is just touching that 100 period moving average. If that crosses, then we might be starting to look at smaller time frames and hopefully looking for a trading setup to go short. But at the moment, as it is now, there's no trading setup to go short. From there we go to the 15-minute time frame. Again, nothing really there. 10 minutes, I wouldn't go smaller than that for now. Well, yeah, it's trading below that major moving average, so but not a good position to go long in. So what we're going to wait for is for price to trade or to consolidate close to a moving average, a major moving average on the 10 or 15 minute time frame, and then start to look to go short. But as it is at the moment, there's no setup going on. Right, before we start to look for a trade, we're just going to quickly have a recap. What we said was a nice rally up in the euro-dollar currency pair, retracement right up until the 25 period moving average, a hammer form there, which always indicates a potential turning point in the market. The next candle, nice rally up, and in the current candle, the current week, much tighter candle with the current price trading lower than the open, but not a lot of information telling us whether we should long or short. All we know is that in the longer term we would like to go long, but price is trading below the open, so it is a red candle, so not enough information to tell us whether the trend is up or down. From there we can go to the daily time frame, and as we said over there, we drew that line over there and we saw that the trend is definitely going down in this case by hitting at 1, 2, 3, 4 different places, but bear in mind that it's been forming a nice pivot here just below that major moving average, so a bit uncertain, but we can say on the daily that this is definitely looking a bit bearish based on the trend. On the 1 hour time frame, we can see that price is consolidating under that line we drew, but there's no specific pattern that we can really say, okay, well, you know, this is a descending triangle, this is a whatever. There's no such pattern forming, so we can't really trade anything on that time frame. We wouldn't want to trade anything on that time frame anyway. I prefer to make trades on 10 or 15 minute time frames. Right, okay, so let's move to the half an hour time frame. Price trading below that moving averages, but again, no patterns or anything. Price is really trading sideways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the 15 minute or the 10 minute time frame. 10 minute is my favorite. What I'm going to do is, okay, I already drew these Fibonacci levels, but I'll delete them and explain to you what I've done. I'm looking for since there's no patterns or anything, but we do know that price is trading below that trend line over there, and it did trade earlier very close to that point. over there. I just can't see that line, but this is the highest point. This is the highest point it's been trading to that line, and since then it's been trading down, slight retracement, and then it's been trading slightly more aggressively down. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw Fibonacci levels from that high there, because I believe that's going to be the highest point for now. Draw that line up until this low over here. I'm just going to take it a bit further over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for price to kind of consolidate between this Fibonacci level and that moving average, to trade between those levels, look for a nice tight candle, and then I will definitely start to determine my entry levels, my stop loss, and my profit targets. So what we're going to do for now is we're just going to wait for price to do exactly just that. Okay, price did bounce off that line over there, and it did just touch that longer term, that 100 period moving average. I haven't moved in yet. I'm still waiting for a nice tight candle. As you can see, it's just jumping up there again. So I'm still waiting for a nice tight candle, or just a confirmation that it might go down from there. So yeah, no trading plan as yet. At the moment there's a nice tight candle forming there, also known as a doji, and if that candle stays like that, if the next candle starts, well, you can see it's trading up again, it's still very tight. If it stays like that, it'll be right. What I'll do then is I'm going to go short below that point, and my stop loss will be the spike there, the high there. Just the high, when it breaks that high there, that will be my stop loss, and I'll go short just below that. Just have to wait for this candle to finish and see where price trades after this candle. As you can see there, the candle the candle didn't form as tight as I thought it would. So that's obviously not the tight candle I was waiting for. That would have been my stop loss. If that candle did form nice and tight below that Fibonacci retracement level, but it didn't. There's still 3 minutes to go in this session for this specific candle, so we'll see what happens. It just stopped now on that moving average, so I'm still waiting for a nice setup. But at the moment, as you can see, that specific one I was waiting for didn't work out, so I'll just wait for the next setup now. It just dropped straight back to where it was, so a bit of uncertainty at the moment. This is exactly where you have to wait and see what happens. The patient one will be the winner at the end of the day. Okay, I think I'm ready for my trading plan now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go short right below that candle right there. I think my trade's just been triggered. That high of that candle will be my stop loss if it breaks that point. And I've obviously worked it out so that my risk of my total capital will be nothing more than 1%. So if this does not work out, I will lose 1% of my capital. If it does work out, I'll make a minimum of 3%. Okay, it's still too soon to say if this trade is going to go into my favor, because that serves as a support level at the moment. So first of all, this level needs to be broken, and then we can say, right, okay, we're in business. Okay, like I said earlier, that obviously my stop loss will be at 8 pips. That candle is 8 pips, so I'm looking at a profit margin of at least 24 pips. Right, okay, so it just broke that support level there, so I would say we are definitely in business now. My initial stop loss remains the same, exactly at that point over there, which is 8 pips, and as I said earlier, my profit line will be, or my profit margin will be 24 pips, so I would look to take profit. I was breaking through there nicely now. So I'm going to look to take at least 24 pips. Was it 24 pips? Yeah, 24 pips. So yeah, let's just wait and see how this trade works out then.